Well, hello, Taurus. How are you? Well, let's see what we have for you in October. This is your second October reading, actually. So, let's see. Taurus. The ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, and details. I'm getting a whole story for this Taurus. Um, Before you make conclusions, before you start making moves on something, make sure you have thought it out thoroughly. I'm going to repeat it again. Before you make conclusions, before you make assessments, before you take action, make sure you have thought it out thoroughly. You are going to thank me later. Smudging ceremony. You're thinking about getting rid of something, starting from scratch, moving on, making some big changes in your life. You need to think about it. You need to think about it thoroughly, okay? Because what seems good right now or feels good right now may not be a good move for the future. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges, and I feel like you're focused on your own path and challenges. Perseverance. I know what I can do. I can do whatever I set my mind to. That's you being a go-getter. That's you like, okay, I have this idea stuck in my head. I need to do it now. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Think about it thoroughly. It just feels like you're so adamant about something and you really need to think about it. Before you make that move, it's like you have something stuck in your head and it feels good and you're like, I'm gonna do this 100%. I'm gonna dive in this 100%. But there's other aspects and other things you need to think about first, for sure. Okay, let's see. All right, we have the Tower, Eight of Cups. Oh, this is better for a Halloween deck. I can understand it. High Priestess, Five of Cups, Ace of Cups. Oh, okay. Queen of Swords, Death. It's got following my dreams vibe. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. This has I'm following my dreams vibes. Okay. Um. Hmm. Okay. So overall energy. This is like finding fault in your life. Um. It's like you're finding a fault, and you're like, I need to change it. But you need to look at all sides of the coin. It's like every action has a reaction. Everything you do has like a consequence. And you need to think of the consequences of that action or what you plan on doing. So thinking something through thoroughly. I feel like I keep saying it, but it's still the same. I see here that you want to make some changes in your life, some big changes. Um, because you feel like it'll get your sense of happiness back, your sense of self, your sense of balance. Um, and it's very strong. I feel like at this moment, you're like, I need to do this. This is my calling. Like you're feeling this deep down. Um, like it's something you need to do. What's interesting is I feel like you have a plan to make a change that you're going to regret later. It's a big one, you know? It's a big change. And the high priestess is here because there needs to be some introspection on the issue. I feel like there's something you're not seeing. There's a side of the coin that isn't being flipped here. But you're feeling like walking away or leaving something or making this big change will make it better. It will not. Okay? There's some truth to what you're feeling because I can feel it. But this isn't the answer. This isn't the resolution. Okay? You're going through an emotional change. And all you're thinking is, in my mind, if I do this, everything will be great. Everything will make sense. Everything will fit. You're using more of your reasoning and your mind more than your intuition. So to me, that's like you're not thinking it through. You're like, right now, this is what will nurture me. This is what I need to do. I'm perceiving that this is the answer. But it's deeper than this. You're not happy emotionally for another reason. And it has something to do with an emotional connection that's getting more distant. That's how I feel like it's getting further away from each other slowly. So you're like striving to find happiness in other places. You're thinking about making this huge change, but that's not going to resolve what the issue is. Okay, it's just going to add another layer to the problems. Some of you have become attracted, or you will be attracted to someone. Okay, I dare say fall in love, but attracted to someone at what feels to be the wrong time. Because it's either somebody you're with has walked away from you, or somebody you was talking to stopped talking to you or something. Like there's just the distance I'm saying. And someone else, you're finding someone else attractive and you're like, this is not good. Like this is not the time for me to, this is the bad time for me to make a decision about this. But I see you like riding out those emotions to see if they develop into something else. Cause right now it's more like an attraction. Like you're seeing something in someone and I feel like you're going to let that ride out. We'll talk about it a little bit more. If you're in a relationship right now, it's like you're holding on to it. You're not really friends right now. But it's like you're holding on to the relationship. And then there's somebody else that has caught your eye. Mm. Interesting. Yeah. Somebody caught your eye and it feels like it came out of nowhere. They make you feel heard, seen, fun, easygoing. It's like they give you a break from what you're dealing with somewhere else. And it's just making it them more attractive to you. There's some confusion in your life. And it's like being lost or not knowing where to go or not where to put your energy, which is why you're thinking about making a big change. Yeah, it's like you're just running to find happiness. I'm going to just generalize it cuz it's like you're running to find some sort of happiness. That's what you're attempting to do. But really you need to put your foot down about whatever issue you're in. Like you need to deal with it and face it like a like a grown up, you know? You know what I mean? It's like either heal it or let it go. One of the two, you know? Um, and it's really up to you because I feel like this person won't leave or they won't make the decision. It's really in your hands. But I feel like you're distracting yourself and focusing more on what is the other issues around you because you don't feel stable in whatever this is, in this relationship, at this job. You don't it's like you don't feel victorious. That's the easiest way to say it. Ooh, you are. There's this there's this thing where you're like, okay, I want to leave, but I don't know if it'll fix it. I don't know that it'll resolve it, and I don't want to stay. No, I'm not going to say that, but it's like if I leave, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm hoping that it'll fix it. I'm seeing that it'll fix it because that's what I want to see. Yeah. Yeah, you're making a decision to hold on to something a little bit longer. And I feel like it's because other people are telling you to. Like the consensus is telling you to stay. So you've made the decision that it's probably best to just stay or wait it out a little bit longer. Because you're not really clear headed. This is like, it's like you had a thought and you were so focused on that thought, like this is the best idea. But the plan in the future is not good, you know? Yeah, you're deep down, you know, this isn't a good move and it's not going to be successful. So you're waiting it out to see if these emotions will pass or what they are. Don't go making big choices or big decisions right now, you know? It's like you need to give it some time to sort of simmer for a little while, okay? Familiar. Yeah. I feel like you're just running to get back to a more comfortable place. And it's kind of like your brain is automatically like, save yourself. This is what you have to do, save yourself, you know? But not seeing that this is going to make the situation worse. Also, I feel like for the person who is attracted to someone while in a relationship, um, there's a reason why you're attracted to this person. So I'm gonna give you a scenario. Let's say you're married and you find yourself attracted to someone at your work. Okay. Um, I feel like you're not gonna do anything about it, but you also can't control your feelings. And you're like, in your mind, you're like, this person is bad. I'm gonna stay away from this person, but oh my God, I can't stop looking at him. Things like that, right? So I feel like that feeling is an indication that you need to deal with something bigger or larger in your marriage. You know, it's like a I'm seeing like someone looking through a peephole. So it's like a little indication that something needs to be worked on or something needs to be talked about. Like there's a bigger issue. And the issue isn't you being attracted to this person. The issue is why do you feel like why are you attracted to this person? It's not just because they're sexy, right? It's something deeper, like they make you feel good. You're like, but why doesn't your partner make you feel good? You know? It's the indication that you need to dig deeper into those emotions. Okay? All right, Taurus, I love you. Talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.